Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Welcome to the Summer of Saints. Not those saints. We're talking about the St. Paul Saints. Listen every Friday morning all summer long. We're sending you and a friend to CHS Field to see the Saints, courtesy of Hinckley Firehouse. Listen to win all summer. The Summer of Saints. Throwing heat all summer long. Thanks to the Hinckley Firehouse and WCMP.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to this Section 6AA semifinal between the Albany Huskies and your Foley Falcons. Taking a look at first pitch here coming up a little bit late because that first game between Staples Motley and St. Cloud Cathedral went a little bit long, but leading off here for the Albany Huskies will be Bennett Hyla. And on the mound this evening for the Foley Falcons is going to be Ray Emmerich. First pitch is outside for ball one. This one is swung on and missed for strike one. Behind the plate catching for Emmerich is Josiah Peterson. This next one outside, and that'll run the count 2-1. Next pitch on the way from Emmerich. That one's low in the dirt for ball three. 3-1 count now for the leadoff batter, Hyla. The 3-1 pitch is on the way from Emmerich. Now it's Hyla, so not an ideal start if you're the first pitch to him is low for ball one. So 1-0 count now for Meyer. Here's the pitch. It's high and inside a little bit for ball two. Two-0 count for Ethan Meyer. He's got that runner on first. And here's the pitch. Inside, and it runs the count 3-0. Well, a less than ideal start, a walk for the first batter in Hyla, and then now Ethan Meyer with a chance to walk, and Emmerich, that one's going to be in there for strike one. So that'll make it a 3-1 count for Meyer. Runner on first is the leadoff batter, Emmerich. This one swung on and missed outside the zone for strike two. That'll run the count full now for Ethan Meyer. Here's the pitch from Emmerich. Swung on and missed for out number one. Well, now one down for the Albany Huskies, and coming to the plate, Elliot Burnett. Looking at the defense for Foley, of course, on the mound, Trey Emmerich. Behind the plate, catching is Josiah Peterson. Then on first is Reed Hermanson. At second, it's Jaden Enerson. Over at third, it's Brett Leach. And at short, it's Derek Dahman. This one's inside for ball one. Then out in left field is Jace Molitor. In center, it will be Bryce Kapinski. And then in right, it will be Wyatt Luck. Elliot Burnett with a 1-0 count. Throw over to first, checking on the runner, and he is back in time safely. So one down runner on first for Albany. Foley, the designated home team, out in the field first. Next one is swung on and hit right out to right field. Trailing back is the right fielder. Makes the catch for out number 2. Right fielder there, Wyatt Luck, makes the catch for out number 2. And now coming to the plate, Nathan Sand. For the Huskies, Sand is DHing for Owen Carlson. So Sand is in there. Emmerich, this one is outside for ball 1. So in the first 4 at-bats, you've got 2 lefties here for Albany. This one, the DH, Nathan Sand. Emmerich with the pitch. The 1-1 swung on and fouled back into the fencing here. That protects these spectators from any foul balls. Maybe not any, but for most. So now a 1-1 count for Sand. Emmerich readies. And here's the pitch. In there for strike 2. 1-2 count now for Nathan Sand, the designated hitter. 2 down and a runner on first here in the opening inning. We're at Dick Putsfield. This one swung on and fouled back. And that'll keep the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Foley and Albany going at it. These two, not only section teams, they're also conference teams as well, playing the Granite Ridge against each other. As Emmerich with the 1-2, swung on and missed, and that'll be out number 3. So the Huskies strand one, but no hits, no runs, and no errors by the Falcons. And we'll head to the bottom of inning number 1. So it will be the Falcons' turn at the plate, and they'll try and get the runs on early here. As we take a look at the Albany Huskies defense, on the mound for them today will be Owen Sunderman. Then behind the plate catching is Owen Carlson. Then at first it will be number 11, Drew Cramlett. At second, it's Bennett Hyla. At third, it's Elliot Burnett. Then at short, it's Ethan Meyer. And the outfielders, out in left, Zach Burr. In center is Keenan Dingman, and in right, it's Landon Vogel. That's how the Huskies line up on defense. And taking a look at these two teams during the regular season, yes, they did play against each other as they are conference foes in the Granite Ridge Conference, and they played twice during the regular season. And in the first matchup, Foley got the victory 10-0 over Albany. That was at home. And then later on in the season, they did beat them again on the road in Albany, but it went 8 innings, and it was a high-scoring game. Over 30 points scored between the two teams, but Foley came out on top 19-17 in that game. The winner of this one moves on to the section championship right back here at Dick Putz Field on Thursday at 4:30. Loser will go on to face the winner of Piers and St. Cloud Cathedral in the elimination bracket. Batting first, the leadoff man, Bryce Kapinski. He had a pretty good outing there in their last game last week as they beat Melrose 10-0 in that game after 5 innings. That one's outside for ball 1. Bryce Kapinski 1 for 2 with a RBI. He also went all 5 innings, only allowed 2 hits and struck out 6. As he swings and misses on this pitch here for strike 1 from Owen Sunderman. Next pitch is swung on right back at the pitcher. Luckily it misses him. So thankfully that one goes just wide of the pitcher, but Kapinski is on with a leadoff single. And now coming to the plate, Josiah Peterson. Peterson will step into the right-handed batter's box with a runner on first and the leadoff man. That one swung on and popped up. That's going to go back and over us, even behind us. I'll reach the common area back there. And it's a 0-1 count for Josiah Peterson. Next pitch is swung on. That was a late decision to swing, so they'll look to get the leadoff man at second. And they won't get the man at first. So they will get the leadoff man for out number 1, but they cannot get Peterson at first. It'll be a fielder's choice, in which Peterson will reach. So 1 out, and still that runner at first for Foley. And now to the plate. Brett Leach to the plate. In that same spot, he had a sac fly in that game last week against Melrose. And the first pitch to him is ball 1. So this, the Section 6AA semifinal game between these two teams. Winner moves on to the championship game. And Foley looking to get back to state once again as this next pitch to Leach is outside for ball 2. That one is a late swing decision, and that's going to go back behind us out of play. And that makes it a 2-1 count. Bottom of the first, 1 down and a runner on for Foley. Sunderman with the pitch. That's going to, luckily that didn't seem like that one's coming in too hot, but it's still going to sting as Leach is hit by the pitch, and he'll make his way down to first, which will move Peterson up to second. Runners now on those 2 bases with 1 down, and it's Reed Hermanson to the plate. 2 for 3 in that outing against Melrose with an RBI as they beat Melrose 10-0 in 5 innings. Pitch from Sunderman, that one's going to be just on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Owen Sunderman, the pitcher for Albany, starting pitcher today. Here's the 0-1. That one's in there for strike 2. That one was a tough one. Would have probably been just a routine fly ball if he was able to get anything on it. So he lays off, and now it's 0-2. Sunderman with the pitch. And that one is swung on and hit out towards center. That's going to get down for a base hit, but they're going to try and send the runner home, and it is going to score one. So an RBI single from Reed Hermanson will put the Falcons on the board first. Josiah Peterson scores from second. Runners advance to second, and still with 1 out, the Falcons now lead 1-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Now coming to the plate, Trey Emmerich into the left-handed batter's box. So we got runners on first and second with 1 down. He looks at that one outside for strike 1. Dick Putsfield, the site for today's Section 6AA semifinal game. 0-1 swung on. He reaches for that one a little bit. It could be a double play ball. Steps on second, does the shortstop. Throw on to first. It's going to get him in time for the double play. So he hit into a double play ball, and that's a double play unassisted there by the shortstop. So 2 hits, 1 run for Foley. And no errors by the Falcons as we move to the top of inning number 2. Falcons take the lead there on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. And we will move to the the top of the next inning, which would be inning number 2 in this section semifinal. Back after word from our fine sponsors here on KBK.
Sean here from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. We care about your comfort and safety. Regularly checking your propane gauge is critical, and when it reaches 30%, it's time to give us a call at 715-689-1032 to request a fill. Reliable service from your local cooperative. Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
There's just nothing like being on the water. especially on a pontoon. Pine Toon Rental in Pine City has your next outing. Spend the day on the water in style with this 20-footer that holds up to 9 passengers. Whether you want to fish or just float, take the river, take the lake. But you've got to reserve your pontoon first. Visit pinetoonrental.com. pinetoonrental.com.
Okay, let's get started. Counselor, give me your case.
Your Honor, I represent the kids on summer vacation. The kids that did their homework all year. Well, mostly. The kids that ate their veggies, looked out for their little sisters and brothers, and took out the trash when Dad was gone fishing. Your Honor, these kids deserve some fun this summer, like train rides, cheeseburgers, movies, whitewater rafting, or the rodeo. Fun for crying out loud. I present Exhibit A.
This week, get 18 holes of golf with a cart at Springbrook Golf Course in Mora for only $24. Case closed.
Order in the court.
WCMP deals. Visit WCMPradio.com/deals.
Leading off the top of the second inning for Albany is going to be number 5, Keenan Dingman. First pitch is over his head for ball 1. Ducks underneath that one. And now this next one is thrown right down the center of the plate for strike 1. So now a 1-1 count for Dingman. This one swung on and missed. And that'll draw the count 1-2 for the leadoff batter Dingman out in center field today for Albany. Emmerich with the pitch outside for ball 2, and that's the even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Emmerich readies. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swung on and fouled down the first base line. He'll keep himself alive and step back into the left-handed batter's box to do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Falcons here, the number 2 seed. Albany, the number 5 seed. As Emmerich with the pitch. That one swung on and missed. A half-hearted swing, but he went around enough for out number 1. Tried to hold up, but just couldn't enough there. And now to the plate, Owen Sunderman for Albany with 1 down. Emmerich with the pitch. A check swing again, but it's in there for strike 1. A 1 pitch on the way. That's outside for ball 1. 1-1 now for the Albany pitcher, Sunderman. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. And that'll make it a 1-2 count for Sunderman. Falcons wearing their all-white pinstripe uniforms with the blue letters and numbers outlined in black. Their blue caps with the black brim. As this one is swung on and fouled by Sunderman, able to keep himself alive once again. A 1-2 count. And the next pitch is swung on and missed for out number 2. So now 2 down for Albany here in the top of the second, and Drew Cramlett will head to the plate into the right-handed batter's box. And Trey Emmerich and the Falcons trying to make this a quick second inning. That one's going to be low on the first pitch to him for ball 1. One 1-0 count, and the pitch on the way swung on and missed. A big swing and a miss there from Cramlett. Almost swung him out of the batter's box for strike 1. Emmerich with the next pitch on the way. That's outside for ball 2. Trying to get him to swing at one, but that one well off the plate. 2-1 pitch from Emmerich. That one swung on and fouled back out of play. Nobody's going to get to it. Now, maybe a fan out there in the parking lot if there are any. But I believe any fan that is here tonight is in the stands. Emmerich, that one's going to get low for ball 3. So now a full count for Drew Cramlett. the first baseman for the Huskies. Full count pitch on the way. It's low and inside. And that's a walk. Second walk given up by Emmerich, and now Landon Vogel to the plate with 2 down and a runner on. Vogel will make his way into the left-handed batter's box. Emmerich readies. Here's the pitch. In there for strike one. Emmerich's last game was playing out in right field. Had himself a pretty good game as well. Fielding the ball pretty well also. The next pitch here into Vogel is in there for strike two. So 0-2 count for Vogel. And Emmerich looking for that payoff pitch. On the way. In there for strike three, and he'll get him looking for out number 3. So no hits, no runs, and no errors for Foley. 1 runner left on by Albany. And we'll move to the bottom of inning number 2 with the Falcons having their turn once again at the plate. Bottom of the second inning coming your way after a word from our fine sponsors here on Nice 95.5 KBEK.
When aches and pains are interfering with your daily life, Wellia Health wants to help. The sports medicine team at Wellia Health is here to help you get back to the things you love. Wellia Health has a highly skilled sports medicine team with a wide range of experiences. They are also experts in concussion management, a concern for young athletes and adults alike. No matter the injury, get back in the game with an appointment at Wellia Health. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through your MyChart account, welliahealth.org.
Interested in raising funds for your school or organization? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is now participating in cheese fundraisers. Raise funds by selling cheese to your friends and family and supporting our local farmers. Please call us at 715-689-2053 to find out more.
Back here on Nice 95.5 FM KBEK, Ethan Game Day Gilman bringing you all the action from this Section 6AA baseball semifinal game between the Foley Falcons and the Albany Huskies. Foley, again, the number 2 seed. Albany, the number 5 seed. The number 1 seed went down as they fell to Staples Motley 2-1, and then they lost to Piers 5-2 in the game just before this one over at Joe Faber Field. So the number 1 seed no longer. It's the number 2 seed that's still alive in Foley. Leading off in the bottom of the second for Foley is Derek Dahman. And a quick down in the count, 0-2 for Dahman. Making quick work is the pitcher Sunderman. And that one's going to be low for ball 1. Sunderman, a little bit of a quicker pace there on the mound for Albany. Doesn't wait too long, and here's the next pitch. Derek Dahman right back at the pitcher Sunderman, and he makes a great grab for out number 1. So line drive right back at the pitcher, but he makes the catch for out number 1. Jaden Enerson now to the plate. One down for Foley, and a 1-0 lead. That one's high for ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. It's in there for strike 1. 1-1 count for Jaden Enerson. Next pitch is on the way. It's low in the dirt. It gets away from the catcher, but there's nobody on base, so that will not matter. Next pitch on the way from Sunderman. Got a piece of that one to Enerson, but it's going to be popped into right field. Oh, it's going to get down. I think a late communication out there by the second baseman. He was looking to go after it, but then I think he called it off at the last minute for the right fielder to get to it. And the right fielder just didn't get there in time. So that's going to get down for a base hit for Enerson. And now coming to the plate, Jace Molitor. So what should have been out number 2 for Foley, they catch a break. And now we'll have a runner on first. Chase Molitor at the plate. The first pitch to him is in there for strike one at the knees. And Sunderman, the next pitch is well outside for ball one. Don't know that Enerson is much of a threat to steal, but still got to keep an eye on him as they do have one down. They'll try and add on their runs early. Next pitch is in there late. Swing and a miss by Molitor. A very late decision to swing, and that makes it a 1-2 count now. Runner on first and one down. Pitch from Sunderman on the way, and he reaches for that one. That one to shallow center, and it's not going to get down. It is caught by the center fielder on the run for out number 2. Center fielder was playing a little bit more shallow, and rightfully so, as he makes that catch on the run for out number 2. Alex Jennison to the plate, batting for Wyatt Luck. First pitch to him is in there on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He looks like he was showing bunt, but pulled back last minute. It's in there for strike anyways. 0-1 pitch on the way from Sunderman. That's low for ball one. Oh, and then he got caught, I think, and he's going to get back safely. Enerson over there at first got caught, leaning too far towards second. Almost got thrown out there, but he was back safely under the tag. And now a 1-1 count for Jennison. That one swung on, and a fly ball right on the edge of the infield. It's caught by the shortstop for out number 3. So 1 hit, no runs by the Falcons. No errors by Albany. And we move to the top of the 3rd inning. Falcons still lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard 1-0 over the Albany Huskies here in this Section 6AA semifinal matchup. Back after word from our fine sponsors here on KBEK.
24/7, 365. We've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. You probably know your Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 is easy to find, very clean, the staff is always friendly, and is open 24/7, 365. But did you know we do propane fills, have a brand new EV charging station, and a dog walking area? So if you need a hot cup of coffee, the tank topped off, or a jug of milk on the way home, we got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Back here on Nice 95.5 FM, KBEK, Ethan Game Day Gilman here. Out at Dick Putz Field in St. Cloud for this Section 6AA baseball semifinal between two conference foes, Foley and Albany. Foley won the 2 regular season matchups over Albany, but now they lead 1-0 here in the top of the 3rd. Leading off the top of the 3rd for Albany is going to be number 10, Zach Burm, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. Emmerich, that one is swung on and fouled off the first base line. Might roll into traffic. I think it's slowed by the grass, though. So 0-2 for Burr, and the pitch from Emmerich is on the way. That's outside for ball 1. He's trying to get those pitches off the plate and try and get these batters to swing at something outside, but fortunately it's just left them too far off the plate. Not enticing enough, and that one's going to be low as well, which will even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes now for Zach Burr. Emmerich with the pitch. That one's in there for strike 3, and he'll get Burr down looking for out number 1. 1 down, and we rotate back to the top of the order now with Bennett Hila. Hila, excuse me. Hila will work into the left-handed batter's box. Emmerich with the pitch. just inside for ball 1. Peterson with a good frame there, but it's just a little too far inside. Next pitch on the way. Ooh, just outside off the plate for ball 2. Good spot for that one. Just left off the plate. 2-0 pitch on the way from Emmerich. That one's in there for strike 1. Beautiful day out here. In fact, it might even be a little bit hot for some, especially when you're playing. That one outside. Make it a 3-1 count. High of about, I think we got around 81 degrees here today as the evening continues on. We start to cool off a little bit. I think we're sitting at about 78 degrees last time I looked. And now a swing and a miss here by Bennett Hilla. And it runs the count full. Emmerich with the pitch. It's high for ball 4. Third walk that Emmerich has given up today. Now a runner at first. And Ethan Meyer to the plate. Huskies wearing their purple jerseys. The white letters and numbers outlined in black. The gray pants. Purple caps. Purple brim with the white front of the cap. Swing and a miss by Ethan Meyer. And it's an 0-1 count. And a beautiful day for baseball and warm. If you're playing out there, I might even say it's hot. Just a great day after the rain last night and part of this morning. Kind of wet the fields down a little bit, which helps. And a swing and miss here by Ethan Meyer. Makes it an 0-2 count. Emmerich gets a signal. Readies. Here's the 0-2. That one swung on and fouled back. Out of play. So another 0-2 count for Ethan Meyer. Emmerich readies. Here's the pitch. That one swung on, popped up, and that one will also go out of play. Another souvenir for someone out there in the parking lot, or when someone leaves the game, they'll be able to go and get a souvenir. So Meyer stays alive, 0-2. Emmerich with the pitch once again. That one swung on in the dirt for strike 3 and out number 2. 2 down now for Albany, and coming to the plate, Elliot Burnett. So 2 down, runner on first. Top of the third, Foley leads 1-0. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and missed by Burnett. Creeping up on 8 o'clock, 10 minutes till, and this game in the top of the third. Checking on the runner at first. I think that one was just to kind of make him get dirty because he lobbed it over to first with no real intention to kind of missile it over there. 0-1 pitch is on the way. That's going to hit. No, apparently it didn't hit Burnett. Must have bounced and then hit him. It certainly looked like it got him, but it did not. So it'll be a 1-1 count now for Elliot Burnett. Runner on first, 2 down. Top of the third. Pitch is on the way. That's low for ball 2. 2-1 count now for Elliot Burnett. Next pitch is on the way. Swung on and hit out towards the left field. And that is going to beat the left fielder. And that's going to get into the greenery on the fence for a ground rule double. More or less a ground rule double, but. So that one will put runners in scoring position with 2 down. And now to the plate, Nathan Sand. And we come out and have a meeting on the mound with Emmerich. Hasn't been a bad start, but there have been some pitches that he's left over the plate that you just got to let him know, hey, just got to make sure we can't allow these guys to score. It's a 1-0 lead for us, but still 2 down, so they only need the 1 out. But the base hit here might score 1, maybe 2 for Nathan Sand. Still 2 down here in the top of the third, but now Emmerich and company need to get out of a little bit of a jam. That one, woo, well inside. Sand ducks out of the way. That's obviously ball 1. Emmerich with the next pitch. That one swung on and grounded towards the third baseman. Throw on to first. In time for out number 3. So they will not get that run from third to cross, as that is the 3rd out. So they'll get 1 hit, no runs. And the Falcons get out of a jam there with 2 outs. No errors committed by them in the top of the 3rd. And we'll move to the bottom of the 3rd. So Foley escapes the top of the 3rd unscathed. And now they'll look to add on to their 1-0 lead here in the bottom of said inning. Back after a word from our fine sponsors here on KBEK.
WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15. He's going to high step into the end zone. Touchdown!
Slips one, slips a second, able to get away for Sluka. Back underneath, our side, and a goal to the lane, and just gets the roll.
Wow.
Pine City, Mora, Hinkley Finlayson, East Central, Branham, Rush City, Malacca, North Branch. Find out who's playing next at WCMPradio.com.
Arrowhead Transit plays a pivotal role in bolstering the communities it serves. By providing accessible and reliable transportation, they ensure essential travel for work, education, and healthcare. Arrowhead Transit is customer-centric, continuously evolving to meet the needs of the community with initiatives like community outreach programs, job fairs, and educational workshops and more. Arrowhead Transit is more than just a transportation service. It is a vital part of the communities it supports. Your connection, your community. Arrowhead Transit. Your ride.
Again, you can find out more at kbk.com as well for sports, not just WCMPradio.com. Bottom of the 3rd, and getting set to lead off for Foley. We'll turn it over to the top of the order for Bryce Gapinski. So Gapinski will lead off for the Falcons here in the bottom of the 3rd. He has a 1-1 count as the first pitch was in there, and then this one outside. Next pitch on the way from Sunderman is swung on, maybe foul tip there, and only 1-2 count. So Foley will be looking to try and add on to this 1-0 lead. That one's outside, just off the plate for ball 2, and that'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sunderman with the pitch. And that one's outside. And that'll run the count full for Bryce Gapinski. Foley again trying to get back to that state tournament. Got to get through Albany. Full count pitch is swung on, and that's going to get through for a base hit for Bryce Gapinski. Leadoff single for the Falcons, and coming to the plate, Josiah Peterson. Good at-bat there by Gapinski, and down 0-2 early on, or excuse me, 1-1 early on, and then battled. Get that base hit. Now Peterson to the plate. That one's going to be low for ball 1. In his first at-bat, he hit into nearly a double play, but they got the runner at second in Gapinski, and Peterson wound up getting to first and wound up scoring the lone run of the game so far. And this one, I don't know. Gapinski is going to get second on a steal. I don't know if he would have been safe. That pitch was there, and the catcher, Owen Carlson, I don't know, that looked like a spot where he might have got him. But either way, Gapinski will take second on the steal. It's a 1-1 count for Peterson. And the next pitch is on the way. That's outside. And that Carlson, the catcher for Albany, does a good job to hold on to that one and keep Gopinski at second. Now a 2-1 count for Josiah Peterson. Pitch is on the way. That's low and outside for ball 3. 3-1 now for Josiah Peterson. Can't really hit into a spot to get the leader runner out at this point, so base hit is all he's looking for here to try and score another run. This one's high for ball 4. And a good eye there by Peterson. Tough one to lay off of. And it's just high. So runners at first and second. Brett leaps to the plate and nobody out. Bottom of the third. Foley. A 1-0 lead. And again, they will certainly look to add on to this lead as Albany not runners in scoring position their last inning, but stranded them both. This one's going to be in there for strike 1 to the third baseman. Back into the batter's box now, and Sunderman readies. Here's the pitch. And that one swung on to a soft grounder to the second baseman, and he's not going to get him there at second. An error there from the shortstop will allow everyone to reach safely, and that will load the bases. So Peterson able to slide into second safely as, again, the shortstop bobbled that grounder. And now at the plate, Reed Hermanson had that RBI single back in the first to score Peterson. Another base hit here would absolutely score 1, if not 2. That's all Hermanson's trying to do. First 2 are low. And it's going to be a 2-0 count for Hermanson. A bases loaded, nobody out spot for Hermanson. And again, all he's hoping to do is just put this ball in play. A lot of green out there in the right field. That one's outside, ball 3. And if you're the Huskies and Sunderman, last thing you want to do here is walk Hermanson, because that walks home a run. Obviously, Hermanson won't be swinging here, 3-0. That one's in there for strike 1. And you rarely see someone swing 3-0. I have seen it. It's not something that they don't do, but it's very rare. 3-1 now for Hermanson. That one swung on right to the third baseman. They're going to get the force out at home. And then the throw down to first. He should be safe. He is. And then, they're not paying attention. They're going to get a run at home. And oh my goodness, great awareness there. Base running by Josiah Peterson. So Gopinski will be the force out at home for out number 1. The throw down to first not going to get Hermanson. And then Peterson, as he made his way to third, realized that the ball got away from the first baseman, and he went and crossed home. So now we'll have runners at the corners with 1 down. For the Falcons, they lead 2-0. So a fielder's choice. Hermanson will reach. I don't think it'd technically be an RBI. So 2-0 lead. And according to the scoreboard, there's no outs, but there was definitely the force out at home. Should be 1 down, I believe. So 1 down. Runners at the corners for Foley. And at the plate, Trey Emmerich. Emmerich. Pitch to him is in there for strike 1 on the inside part of the plate. Sunderman with the 0-1 pitch. That one is swung on and hit out towards center. That's going to get down for a base hit. That will score a run, and it will be an RBI single for Trey Emmerich. Runners at first and second. with one down. And it's a 3-0 lead for Foley. 3-0 lead now, and Derek Dahman makes his way to the plate. Good spot for him to be at with runners at first and second. That one swung on and hit out towards center field. That one's just going to get caught, and no chance for a tag situation. So a fly out right at center fielder is caught for out number 2. 2 down, runners at first and second for Jaden Enerson. We'll get a pinch runner at first now, and that pinch runner at first for Trey Emmerich will be number 8, Chase Daylor. Chase Daylor. Daylor at first, the pinch runner for Emmerich, and at the plate, Jaden Enerson. Runners at first and second, 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Pops out of the catcher's glove, but stays in a spot where runners cannot move up. 0-1 now for Enerson, and bottom of the third, Foley takes a 3-0 lead. Next one is in there for strike 2. 0-2 now for Enerson. He'll have to protect as they try to add on their 3-0 lead. And Sunderman will step off. Kind of reset things here. 0-2, 2 down. Bottom of the third, runners on first and second. Enerson waits. Here's the pitch. That's outside and lays off that one easily. Hermanson at second. The pinch runner for Emmerich at first in Daylor. This one's high. And that will make it an even 2-2 count for Enerson. Sunderman with the pitch. In there for strike 3 will get Enerson looking. And that one's a tough one, but 2 hits, 2 runs, and an error by the Huskies will send us to the top of the 4th inning. The Falcons leading 3-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, and now we'll get back to defense, and their defense will look to continue doing well as they have here through the first 3 innings. And Emmerich will be out there for another inning. So we'll be back after word from our fine sponsors here on KBEK.
At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well at every age and every stage. If you've been busy taking care of everything else but neglecting your own personal health, don't let another year go by without making yourself a priority. Get an annual checkup. Please schedule an appointment at Wellia Health today. Call us at 320-679-1313 or welliahealth.org.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance today at townandcountry-ins.com or stop in our offices in Finlayson, Hinckley, and Mora.
Game day going here, KBEK. Falcons lead 3-0, top of the 4th. And leading off for the Albany Huskies will be Keenan Dingman. Emmerich with the pitch. That one's going to go foul down the first base line. Five hits for Foley, 1 for Albany. It came in that last inning. It was on to being a ground rule double as it went into the greenery there on the fence. This one going to go over the head of Dingman for ball 1 as he ducks underneath it. Yeah, the ground rule double by Elliot Burnett into the greenery on the fence. Put runners at second and third, but Foley with 2 down, was able to escape via the ground ball by Nathan Sand. We're able to get that 3rd out, and hoping to go through these next couple innings without allowing a run, and hopefully they can add on to their lead and get out of here and move on to the section championship game, which will be on Thursday right here at Dick Putz Field. 3-1 count now, though, for Dingman, and Emmerich, that one's going to be in there, and that will make the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Emmerich, the left-handed pitcher against the left-handed batter Dingman. Here's the pitch on 3-2. Low, and that will be another walk. So he has walked a batter in each inning. So that is 4 walks to this point in the game. And out of the plate, Owen Sunderman with a runner on first. Here's the pitch from Emmerich. It's in there for strike 1, excuse me. Strike 1 at the knees. This matchup very interesting. Again, these two teams played twice during the regular season. Foley got the win both times, but a 10-0 victory the first time. And this ball actually hit Owen Sunderman. So he'll head down first. Now runners at first and second, nobody out. But again, these two teams played during the regular season. Foley won both times. First time a 10-0 win. The second time they went 8 innings, and it was a 19-17 win for Foley. So a little bit different. They'll get a pinch runner there at first for the pitcher Sunderman. Number 19, apparently. I don't have that on the roster here for Albany. But now at the plate, Drew Cramlett. And Albany all of a sudden in a spot where they have nobody out and 2 on. That one's in there to Cramlett for strike 1, though, from Emmerich. Tough spot here for Foley as nobody out, and you've got runners on first and second. Again, those 2 runs back just last inning are going to, I think, prove to be key in this game, as that one is swung on and hit foul out of play into the bleachers over there down the first base line. St. Cloud Technical Community College, the Cyclones baseball team plays here at Dick Putz Field. That one swung on and fouled back as well out of play. So another 0-2 count for Drew Cramlett as Emmerich trying to grab out number 1. Of course, any bag is open to tag. Triple play, maybe? Speaking to existence, we can. Swinging and a miss there by Cramlett will be out number 1. And, you know, Emmerich has had the strikeout pitch working here tonight. That is his 8th strikeout of the evening. As now Landon Vogel comes to the plate with 1 down and runners on at first and second. Vogel, the left-handed batter. Here's the pitch from Emmerich. It's just high for ball 1. Josiah Peterson behind the plate, catching for the Falcons. Just looks to his fielder and said, hey, it's all right. Relax. 1-0 is swung on and missed by Vogel for strike 1. And Emmerich has been a little bit up and down here in this game. He's left a couple over the plate, and he's got that strikeout pitch working so well, and his defense has done such a good job of picking up the balls on the ground or in the air. As a swing and a miss by Vogel there makes it 1-2. So he's had good defense behind him even if he does make a mistake, and that's exactly what you hope for in a complete team. That one's in there, and Vogel's going to go down and look, and not sure what he was doing there. That'll be out number 2. That one right down the heart of the plate. Not sure what Vogel was looking for. Now Zach Burr will come to the plate. Or Beer. And that one going to be ball 1. Runners at first and second for Albany with 2 down. That one swung on and fouled out of play. That's towards the parking lot. Hopefully it doesn't hit a car. So a 1-1 count now for Zach Beer. Pitch from Emmerich is, ooh, I'm going to say just high for ball 2. You hear the Foley section with the oohs and ahs, as, or maybe not so much ahs, but oohs, as they think that one should have been strike 2, as did I, and that one's going to be outside for ball 3. 3-1 count now for Zach Beer. 2 down runners at first and second. Top of the 4th. Emmerich with the pitch. That one swung on, and that one's going to go foul. He's going to reach the grass, go halfway up the ditch, and stop. So it won't reach the highway over there. Full count now for Zach Beer. Here's the pitch from Emmerich. Inside for ball 4. Bases are loaded once again for Bennett, Hilla, and Peterson, along with the coach, going to have a visit on the mound with their pitcher, Trey Emmerich. Be interesting to see here if they make a switch. At this point, it looks like they might. We'll see, though. We'll wait and see. We won't make any quick judgments. And now that I look at it, it looks like they may have Emmerich just try and get out there, settle him down a little bit. That's his 3rd walk of the inning. 2 walks, 1 hit by pitch. So a tough spot again. They're in with a bases-loaded jam. But again, 2 outs. So kind of similar to that 3rd inning where you had the ground rule double with runner at 2nd and 3rd. With 2 outs, they were able to get that ground ball thrown out at first. And now you got bases loaded. So you just need the 1 out. But a base hit definitely scores 1, if not 2, for Albany. So a dangerous spot here for Foley again in the top of the 4th. Emmerich will look to get out number 3, but that one's going to be inside for ball 1. I think Hill a little bit upset with himself. He wanted to wear that one so as to walk home a run, but unable to, and it's a 1-0 count. Emmerich, the next one swung on and missed. And like I mentioned, Emmerich has that strikeout pitch working, and when he needs to, he really fires it in there, as now it's 1-1. Here's the pitch from Emmerich. Swung on and missed again by Hilla. So Emmerich, after walking the 3rd batter of the inning, now up 1-2, looking for out number 3. Emmerich with the pitch. Just outside for ball 2. That's a good spot for that one. Try to get Hilla to reach, but smartly Hilla lays off, and that evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 4th. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch from Emmerich. Swung on, and that one's fouled back. Out of play. So he'll stay alive, 2-2. Will Bennett Hilla. Foley trying to grab out number 3 here and get into the bottom of the 4th and add on to their lead. Emmerich with the pitch. And that one, ooh, got him. And Hilla, I mean, he's upset, but my goodness. A little bit. I mean, he's upset. Hit by the pitch, you're going to be, but my goodness. Throwing around some equipment. Got to be careful. So, unfortunately for the Falcons, that will walk home a run, and the bases will stay loaded. Excuse me. So, it'll walk home a run, and still 2 down. But it's now 3-1, and that one, oh, it takes off his glove, and he can't grab it cleanly. The base hit right back at the pitcher from Meyer. I don't know if that'll count as an error or not, but it will score a run. It took his glove off. As he tried to make the catch, it took off his glove. So now it'll make it 3-2. Burnett at the plate once again. They're not going to count it an error. They will call it an RBI single. And, oh boy, Foley all of a sudden, that lead has evaporated. That one outside. So the hit by pitch walked home another run. Then that single, infield single, got another run to score. 2 down still, bases loaded. And a 2-0 count for Elliot Burnett. And, Emmerich trying to pitch around Burnett here because last time, well, Burnett almost went yard with it. Came up about 10 feet short, but can't walk another one. It's 2-0 for Burnett. Certainly don't want Burnett to get a piece of one as he swings and misses on that one. So Emmerich, 2 runs have scored here in this top of the 4th. Burnett at the plate. They 2-1 count. Emmerich with the pitch. And another one hit by pitch, and it's going to walk another run home. And all of a sudden, Foley has allowed this game to be tied. Now Nathan Sand to the plate, and if he gets on, they have batted around. Well, not so much batted around as they have been hit around. But Emmerich, still with 2 outs, he still can end this inning. And if you're Foley now all you're hoping is to get this final out without allowing Albany to take the lead. Top of the 4th, been a disastrous inning for Foley. 3 runs have scored, 2 via hit by pitch. 1 hit. 1-1 count now for Nathan Sand. Emmerich with that one, it's low for ball 2. Again, it only takes 1 inning, and for Albany, this is exactly what they were hoping for, but for Foley, it's exactly the opposite of what you needed. 2-1 now, and this one, half-hearted swing. He held up on the check swing, did Nathan Sand. It's now 3-1. Walk brings home the go-ahead run for Albany. That one's in there for strike 2. Emmerich comes back with one. That'll run the count full. Still a dangerous spot, 3-2. Top of the 4th. We're tied at 3. Emmerich trying to exit the inning. Everybody's going. That one's outside. Another walk will score a run. And I would venture to see if we won't see a change here. They almost have to now. Bases loaded, and another walk scores a run for Albany, And all of a sudden, a 3-0 lead has evaporated, and Albany has a 4-3 lead. So another mound visit here. We'll see if a change is made. But it's 4-3. Bases will stay loaded for Albany, and these runs have all come on 2 outs. So Dingman led off with a walk. Then it was Sunderman who was hit by pitch. Then 2 strikeouts for Cramlett and Vogel, and it was like, okay, here we go. Well, then Beer was walked. And then Hilla was hit by pitch to send home a run. An RBI single for Meyer. Then another hit by pitch for Elliott. And then another walk for Sand. And those are the 4 runs that have scored. So we will see a new pitcher into the game. Looks like Derek Dahman will come to the mound. So Derek Dahman will take over after Trey Emmerich goes 3 2/3 innings. And unfortunately here for this 4th, it was just a no-go. Emmerich, unfortunately, just kind of lost it a little bit here in this one. He still had a good game, but just kind of lost that mojo here in the 4th. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors on KBEK.
There's just nothing like being on the water, especially on a pontoon. Pine Toon Rental in Pine City has your next outing. Spend the day on the water. Cruise between Cross Lake and Pekegama Lake. Over 20 miles of shoreline with several stops along the way. And start creating memories that'll last a lifetime. But you've got to reserve your pontoon first. Visit pinetoonrental.com. pinetoonrental.com.
Hi, this is Sarah from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Do you know about our propane customer referral program? It's simple and rewarding. Refer a qualified new Burnett Dairy propane customer and you'll receive a $100 credit to your account. Terms and conditions apply. Call 715-689-1032 for details and follow our Burnett Dairy General Store Facebook page. Share the warmth with Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
We're back here on KBK. The first pitch by Dahmen goes wild, and it's going to score a run. Oh, my. When it rains, it pours. So a wild pitch will score a run and will advance the runners to second and third. As, Keenan Dingman is at the plate for the second time around. So 2 down still, runners at second and third, and now it's a 5-3 lead. A disaster of a top of the fourth inning for the Foley Falcons here. Now a 2-0 count for Keenan Dingman. Dingman, again, he walked to begin the inning. Eventually scored. Dahmen, this one, another hit by pitch. Oh my. Things are unraveling here for Foley. So I'll have another mound visit real quick for Dahmen. As another batter was hit by pitch. That's the fourth one of the inning. 7 total walks, 4 via hit by pitch, and then 3 via just walks via the base on balls. Looks like we might get another pitching change right away. Possibly. As it does appear Dahmen has left the mound. So, looks like Wyatt Lewick gonna change spot. I'm not real sure what's going on. We're gonna wait and see. Well, it does appear Wyatt. No, it's going to be Josiah Peterson now to the mound. So Josiah Peterson will come in the fourth. So now Josiah Peterson will take over for Derek Dahmen, who took over for Trey Emmerich. So this change the Foley Falcons hoping is what gets them out of the inning. They've only allowed 1 hit here in the third, but that hit scored 1 run. Otherwise, all the other runs have come via walks or hit by pitches. So a tough fourth inning for Foley as they try to exit it, as now Josiah Peterson is on the mound. As the Falcons have lost their 3-0 lead they came into the inning with. But again, all but 1 run has been scored from a walk or a hit by pitch from the Falcons. And a tough fourth inning here at Dick Putz Field for Foley in this section semifinal game. Leading 3-0, but all of a sudden, pitching just got a little bit out of whack, out of rhythm there for Trey Emmerich. And you can't blame him. Foley, he did have a good outing up to that point, only allowed 2 hits, but the 4 runs via, 6 walks, 3 hit by pitches, and 3 of those walks came in this inning. So, unfortunately, it led to the change. And now, for Foley, they're hoping to get out of this inning as Owen Sunderman is at the plate for the second time in this inning. Josiah Peterson, his first pitch is low for ball 1. Bases loaded, 2 outs still. All 5 of these runs for Albany have come with 2 outs. Peterson's next one, just low below the knees for ball 2. So they switched Emmerich for Dahmen. Dahmen hit a batter, and they made a quick switch to Peterson. And now Peterson is his first strike over the plate. A 2-1 count for Owen Sunderman. And if the Falcons ever needed an out, it was right now. Swing and a miss by Sunderman for that one. That'll even out the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Full bases loaded. That's how it's said. Peterson fires that one off the plate for ball 3. Now it's a full count, and Falcons in danger of walking home another run. And we'll hope that's not the case. Here's the pitch from Peterson. That one swung on and fouled out of play. Runners will go back to their bases. And the pitch from Peterson. And that will walk home another one. Oh my. Walking home another run. Makes it 6-3. Now Drew Cramlett to the plate. 6-3. Albany has the lead. Ooh, that one inside, and all of a sudden the strike zone seems to have shrunk. 6-3, Albany has taken the lead over Foley, top of the 4th. Josiah Peterson on the mound now, and that one's in there for strike 1. One pitch on the way, swung on, and right at the first baseman, he grabs it and steps on to first for the final out. But oh my goodness, the Huskies do some damage, and they only needed the one hit. 1 hit, 6 runs, and no Falcon errors. Well, we'll head on over to the bottom of the 4th. Falcons have some work to do going forward. Down by 3 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They need to get things going their way and in a hurry, because all of a sudden, Albany has all momentum in their favor. Back after word from our fine sponsors here on KBEK.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners, with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Okay, let's get started. Counselor, give me your case.
Your Honor, I represent the kids on summer vacation. The kids that did their homework all year. Well, mostly. The kids that ate their veggies. Looked out for their little sisters and brothers. And took out the trash when Dad was gone fishing. Your Honor, these kids deserve some fun this summer. Like train rides, cheeseburgers, movies, whitewater rafting, or the rodeo. Fun for crying out loud. I present Exhibit A.
This week, save hundreds on Throttle RX in Danbury, Wisconsin. Tons of adrenaline and 3 packages to choose from. Case closed.
Order in the court.
WCMP deals. Visit WCMPradio.com/deals.
So Jace Molitor will lead off for the Foley Falcons. He watches a first pitch ball and then swings and hits that one at the shortstop. It pulls the man off first, tries to apply the tag, but Molitor gets around it, and it's a base hit for the Falcons. Well, they need a lot of those here in this inning if they want to get the 3 runs back that they gave up in the top of this inning. But now to the plate, Alex Jennison into the left-handed batter's box. Here's the pitch from Sunderman. It's outside for ball 1. Foley all of a sudden looks at a 3-run deficit after going into that top of the 4th inning with a 3-0 lead. This one, ooh, my goodness, in there for a strike 1 call. And everyone in the stadium thought it was ball 2. 1-1 pitch on the way, that's outside. Low even for ball 2. So Alex Jennison, now a 2-1 count. Runner at first here in the bottom of the 4th. This one swung on and lifted. That one's going to go foul and out of play. Out of play, excuse me. 2-2 count now for Jennison. Here's the pitch. That one's going to get away from the catcher, and Molitor will easily head to second on the wild pitch. So runner at second now will open up first base. Jennison with a full count. Here's the pitch from Sunderman, and that one's inside for ball 4. Ooh, interesting. And now back to the top of the order for Bryce Gopinski. He had a single back last inning. That was a big help for them as they added 2 runs there. He would be the tying run. That one's high for ball 1 to Gopinski. Sunderman readies, and here's the pitch. That one's low for ball 2. Sunderman still out on the mound for Albany. He hasn't had a bad outing either, only giving up 3 runs, 6 hits. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Gopinski. He'll watch that one in there for strike 1. Just waiting for a better pitch that he can swing at. Sometimes, yeah, it's a strike, but may not be the one you want to swing at as he lays off. 2-1 pitch on the way now. That one's going to be in. Ooh. Thought it was inside, but that one's going to be strike 2. Not even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes for Gopinski. Or is that first and second? Here's the pitch. That one's low. And that will run the count full for Bryce Gopinski. Runners at first and second. Gopinski into the left-handed batter's box. Sunderman readies. And here's the pitch. Gopinski gives that one a ride out to straightaway center. It's back a ways, and that is right at the wall. It's going to get down for a base hit. That's going to score 1. The run from first will go into third, and it'll be an RBI double for Bryce Gopinski. And all of a sudden, Foley and their fans back alive in this one. So the run scores, and they get 1 of them back, as now runners at second and third. And now to the plate, Josiah Peterson. Tying run at second, and Peterson swings, fouls this one into the fencing behind the plate. 0-1 pitch on the way, and that's just off the plate for ball 1. That's not an easy one to lay off of for Peterson, but does a good job to hold off for ball 1. And here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss by Peterson. That's a big swing and a miss. That one would have went a ways had he got a piece of it, but missed, and now it's 1-2. Peterson trying to drive in the next 2 runs. That one's in there for strike 3. Yeah, he knew it as soon as he let it go. He'll go down looking for out number 1. Yeah, that's one where Peterson's going to wish he had it back. He knew it as soon as he watched it into the glove of the catcher. He knew. He kind of just hung his head and said, whoops, should have swung there. That's all right. The only one down now, and Brett Leach to the plate. And he gets a piece of that one towards right field, and that's going to go into foul territory and get down. So Brett Leach fouls that one up down the first base line and back into the batter's box and get a moment so the first baseman can make his way back to his spot. 0-1 pitch on the way. That's outside for ball 1. Easy one to lay off of there for Brett Leach. 1 down, runners on second and third. Here's the pitch. That one swung on right back up the middle. That's going to get down for a base hit. be an RBI single. Should have been 2, but unfortunately you can't run there on that one because it looks like it's going to get caught, and if you run and it is caught, well, then you've got a long ways to go to get back. But that one does wind up getting down, so it'll be an RBI single, and the Foley Falcons get another one back. RBI single there for Brett Leach. And now to the plate, Reed Hermanson. Runners at the corners. That one swung on and hit right back up the middle. They're going to get second for 1, throw on to first for 2. The shortstop with a nice sliding grab there. He'll get the double play unassisted. Man, that's about as lucky as of a play you can get. He slid, and grabbed the ball, and he slid onto second base for the second out, and then threw it onto first for out number 2 or 3. Math is hard. So the double play there will end the inning. But it's 3 hits and 2 runs for Foley. And they're back within 1 of that Husky lead here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. We will head to the top of the 5th. The Falcons get some of those runs back here. And now they'll look to defense and try and hold the Huskies off the board. As we will take a commercial break, hear word from our fine sponsors. You're listening to Section Semifinal Baseball here on KBEK.
Promoting good health in children is the best way to ensure they'll enjoy good health as adults. Don't skip out on your children's wellness appointments. Call Wellia Health today at 320-679-1313 to set up a Well Child visit. Our friendly family medicine providers love to support young families by helping your children stay healthy, active, and feeling their very best. WelliaHealth.org.
Burnett Dairy Cooperative, real farms, real flavor. Visit us online at burnettdairy.com.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
It'll be Landon Vogel to lead off for the Albany Huskies here in the top of the 5th. Quick 2 strikes to him from Josiah Peterson. The next one is swung on and missed for out number 1. Well, Josiah Peterson making quick work of the first batter. And a much better start to this inning than the 4th, as the 4th saw 6 runs across the board for Albany. 1 hit. 5 of them came on walks or hit by pitch. The next one there to Zach Beer is in there for strike 1. So 6-5 now our score. Foley found something offensively last inning as they get 2 of those runs back and now trail by 1. That one is swung on. A soft roller to the second baseman. Throw on to first is in time for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Albany. And we'll rotate over to the back to the top of the order. And Brett Bennett Hilla to the left-handed batter's box. Here's the pitch from Peterson. Swung on and missed by Hilla. Peterson ready. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed again by Hilla. And it'll be 0-2. Josiah Peterson really making quick work of this top of the 5th, and he's hoping this will be the payoff. It is, and that will make it a 1-2-3 inning for Foley in the top of the 5th. Well, about as good as you can ask for if you're Foley. No hits, no runs, and no errors by Foley. 2 strikeouts there by Josiah Peterson, and we'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. So this, now a chance for Foley to retake the lead as we move to the bottom of this inning. And here we go. Foley. Well, this should be interesting. I'm listening to the PA announcer as we have a special guest taking over for the fifth inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game.
Welcome to the Summer of Saints. Not those Saints. We're talking about the St. Paul Saints. Listen every Friday morning all summer long. We're sending you and a friend to CHS Field to see the Saints, courtesy of Hinckley Firehouse. Listen to win all summer. The Summer of Saints. Throwing heat all summer long. Thanks to the Hinckley Firehouse and WCMP.
So a special guest to sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game in the fifth inning stretch here. Very cool. As we get ready, the leadoff batter for the Foley Falcons will be Trey Emmerich at the plate. And here's a spot for Emmerich where I'm sure he's looking for some redemption. That one swung and hit right past the pitcher to the second baseman and thrown on first in time for out number one. So won't get the redemption he was looking for. He had a tough fourth inning. And he just lost rhythm, I think. I think he just maybe after the first couple walks got in his own head and unfortunately just lost that rhythm. And unfortunately couldn't redeem himself there. He'll have another chance to redeem himself, I'm sure of it. But that'll be out number one. Derek Dahman to the plate now. Who thought about it? It's in there for strike one anyways. I was wondering, when I was watching that pitch go by, I was like, here we go. This is going to be a big hit. Well, he lays off, and that's strike one. Here's the next pitch to him. That one's going to be a soft looper out towards left. It just gets over the head of the shortstop as he leaps after it. It's by him, and it's down for a base hit. A single there for Derek Dahman. We'll put a runner on first, and Foley will have that tying run at first. The go-ahead run now comes to the plate in Jaden Enerson. Falcons, a 6-run fourth they allowed, but got two back there last inning, and they're hoping to get another one or two back here as throw to first to check Dahman, but he is back safely, diving into the plate. Sun is starting to set. The lights are on and starting to cool down, and man, does it feel good. But this is baseball, ladies and gentlemen. That one is, ooh, my goodness, is in there for strike one. Enerson can't believe it. I don't think neither can the third base coach. Looking at Enerson at the plate goes, don't know what to tell you on that one. Here's the 0-1, swung on, foul down the third base line, and the third base coach trying to throw it back to the pitcher. Off the mark, to say the least. Okay, ball back, but he made a nice grab there at the third base line. One-handed it, and then he tried to throw back to the pitcher. Just off the mark, just a little bit. 0-2 count for Enerson, runner at first, one down. Check the runner at first once again. Dahman is back safely. Just making him get dirty. Here's the pitch to... No, they're going to check the runner again. Dahman's back safely once again. Bottom of the fifth. Foley trails 6-5, and again checking on the runner at first. He's back safely. Third time in a row that they check that runner at first. They've been close a couple times, and Dahman this time realizes it. Sunderman doesn't throw it over there, he just stepped back, but here's the 0-2. That's outside for ball one to Enerson. Looks like instead of Molitor, we're going to have a new hitter after Enerson. Here's the pitch. Swung on and a soft roller down the third base line, and this one's going to be foul. Third base coach lightly hands it to the third baseman. Theo Rasmussen is looking to be the pinch hitter for Jace Molitor. 1-2 pitch on the way. It's outside for ball 2. And Dahman is in there safely under the tag. And Albany fans not going to like the call, but Foley fans going to be okay with it. But, yeah, looking at it, he was definitely in under the tag. That hand definitely reached before the tag was applied. Again, Albany fans aren't going to like it. Foley fans will. Rightfully understandable if you're Albany, but, yeah, he was there safely. So 2-2 for Enerson. And here's the pitch. Inside, and that'll run the count full. Enerson, good eye there. Now a full count for him, and a runner at second is the tying run. Enerson, the go-ahead run at the plate. Here's the pitch. In there. That's another one where, man, you got a guy going down looking, and it's another one where if you're the Falcons, you're going to go and look and say to yourselves, man, what were we thinking there? Got to be swinging on that one. So Enerson's going to be pretty upset with himself there. And now coming to plate, Theo Rasmussen. To the plate. Runner at second, 2 down for Foley. Now that's just a tough one for the Falcons. That's Enerson. That's, again, one of those off speed that just at that last second had that late movement into the zone, and I think it was to the point where, 3-2, you don't want to leave it to chance. You got to be swinging there. So 2 down now, runner at second for Theo Rasmussen. At the plate, here's the pitch to him, and that's low for ball 1. 6-5 is the score. Foley trails on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch to Rasmussen. That one's going to be in there for strike 1. It's a good pitch to lay off of, though, if you're Rasmussen. That's outside. You would have been reaching for it anyways, so wait for one better to make better contact with. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That one's outside for ball 2. 2-1 count now for Theo Rasmussen. In for Jace Molitor. Got a runner at second with 2 down. And here's the pitch. That's outside as well. And now a 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. That should be a hit by pitch. That hit him in the wrist. I mean, he half swung, but he held back. It's not a strike. I don't know if they're gonna say it hit the knob of the bat, or if he didn't swing, so you can't say that. They must be saying it hit the knob. That's the only explanation there. That is the only explanation there, because I mean, it did sound kind of funky, but yeah, I'm not down there. I don't have a view, so it's a full count for Rasmussen. Pitch on the way. Rasmussen keeps himself alive. That's a smart play there by Rasmussen. That one was on the edge of being ball strike, and he smartly swings there. Full count pitch once again on the way. That one's outside. And Rasmussen, good battle there, and he'll move to first with the walk. And now coming to the plate, the new catcher, Alex Jennison. Move there in the 4th. And I believe getting to close to the pitch count max for Sunderman. So looking like we will see a change here. You've got 2 down runners at first and second here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Your Foley Falcons trail 6-5 against the Albany Huskies. And looks like right now just a conference on the mound, so maybe no change, maybe a change. We'll see. I know he's going to be getting close to that pitch count max. I think it's 75 or 90. I don't remember for high school. But he's getting close. So that mound visit is over, and everybody moves back to where they should be. Again, it's Alex Jennison, the catcher for Foley. Didn't start there, of course, he had to move there, but he's at the plate. Looking to try and tie this game. He's got the tying run at second, the go-ahead run at first. This will be a big spot for Foley if they can somehow tie this game up or even get that run from first to score. 1-0 count and pitch on the way. That's in there for strike one on that outside part of the plate. 1-1 to Jennison. These last two innings have been pretty long. Not complaining. I'll take baseball. But just looking at time-wise, they've took their time. This was going to be fouled back into the fencing, and now for Jennison, a 1-2 count. So Foley trying to at least score that tying run here in the fifth. Sunderman with the 1-2 pitch on the way. Jennison, that one's going to be hit right back to the second baseman softly and on to first in time. Route number 3. So unfortunately, the Falcons will strand 2. 1 hit, no runs, no errors either. So they will strand 1 out there. And now we will head to the top of the 6th inning. And the Falcons running out of time now to get those runs. Now, they will have the bottom of the 7th if they need it, but they'll have to go back on defense now and hold Albany off the board. So we'll take a commercial break, and then we'll come back for the inning number 6 here on Nice 95.5 KBEK.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Sean here from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. We care about your comfort and safety. Regularly checking your propane gauge is critical, and when it reaches 30%, it's time to give us a call at 715-689-1032 to request a fill. Reliable service from your local cooperative. Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
Game Day Gilman with you back here on Nice 95.5 FM KBEK. Top of the 6th inning, and your Falcons trail the Albany Huskies 6-5. Anytime you play a team more than twice, really more than once in a season, that you're always going to get a interesting second and third game, if there's a third. But anytime you play them more than twice, this is the kind of game you could expect. And now, first pitch here by Peterson is in there for strike 1 to Ethan Meyer. As it's an 0-1 count, and that one low, and it bounces to Jennison and hits him, but he's all right. Ump will walk out the ball to Peterson. So it's a 1-1 count now for Ethan Meyer. Here's the pitch from Peterson. That's inside for ball 2. 2-1 count for the shortstop for Albany. Next one is low, and that's going to be ball 3. So for Peterson, coming out for his second full inning of work, Meyer will step out of the batter's box, give himself a moment. That one swung on and missed, and that'll run the count full for Ethan Meyer. Next one is in there, and a check swing, which will foul that one out of play by Meyer. Peterson with the full count pitch. Swung on and hit right back towards him. That's going to get down for a base hit into center field. So we lead off single for Albany from Ethan Meyer and got a runner on. And now Elliot Burnett to the plate, and this is the guy that Foley may be worried about a little bit, as he almost went yard back in the third. Came up, like I mentioned, about 10, 12 feet short of hitting a home run. And they're going to pitch around him just a little bit, as that one is outside. You can tell they're not going to give him anything over the plate to hit. Because the last time they did, he, again, almost went and hit a home run, as Peterson will check on the runner at first. He's back safely. Peterson with the pitch. That one's in there for strike one to Burnett. And now that makes it a 1-1 count. Game day going here. I'm out at Dick Putz Field in St. Cloud. Site for tonight's Section 6AA baseball semifinal. As another thrower to first to check the runner, but he's back in plenty of time. One now to Burnett, and that one's down. The throw down to second, not going to get there. Meyer being aggressive out there. I'm surprised he took that steal, the bobble from the catcher, and then he stole. But, man, the throw down from Jennison was there, but it was just off the mark. It was there on time, but the throw was just off to the side of where it needed to be for that tag. If it was on the mark, that's an out. That's the first out, but it's just to the side of where it should have been, and runner will move to second. Next pitch here to Burnett is swung on, hit towards the shortstop, and the throw on to first is going to get him, but my goodness, the shortstop, Dahman, not sure why he held on to it so long. I mean, he still got him out, but my goodness. I mean, just got him out. But that runner from second moves to third, and now all of a sudden Albany threatening to score another run. So if you're Foley now, you've got to watch that runner at third as Nathan Sand to the plate. This one is swung on, and they're going to do what they can to keep him there. They will, and the throw on to first is in time. Well, you held him, and that's all you can ask for. So now 2 down, and now Keenan Dingman to the plate in that left-handed batter's box once again. So for Foley, well, that play is about all you can ask for. Shortstop did a great job of keeping an eye on that runner at third. And just at the last second, throw it to first in time for that second out. And now a swing and a miss by Dingman. And Foley, man, if they could get out of this inning without allowing a run, that would be huge. Here's the pitch from Peterson. Swing and a miss by Dingman, and now it's 0-2. Runner at third, 2 down. Peterson and the Falcons trying to get out of this 6th inning. Pitch is just outside for ball 1. They're okay with that one. Try and get him to swing at something. But just a good eye there by Dingman. Peterson with the 1-2. And inside, and that'll be ball 2. Evens count at 2 balls and 2 strikes now for Dingman, and that's one for the Falcons that takes your breath away a little bit, but again, it is ball 2. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and popped foul out of play. Count stays at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Peterson readies. Here's the pitch to Dingman. And he keeps himself alive. Just got a piece of that one off the end of his barrel of the bat. Or off the cap of the bat, excuse me. Barrel, cap, knob. One of those things. So the count will stay even at 2-2 for Dingman. Peterson trying to grab that final out. And here's the pitch. That one swung on, he reached, but that's going to be lobbed out to left. He's grabbed it for out number 3. So the Huskies get that one hit in the runner to third, but that run will strand there at third, and the Falcons escape the sixth without allowing that run to score and no errors. So we'll head to the bottom of inning number 6, and the Falcons, they've got this inning and the next to try and retake the lead over Albany. Otherwise, they'll have to play in the elimination bracket. Winner of this one moves to the section championship, which will take place right here at 4:30 on Thursday. The loser will have to play again here tomorrow at 7 p.m. against the winner of Piers and St. Cloud Cathedral. So either way, if you lose this game, it's not over for you, but you do have to win one more game to get back to the championship. Foley came into this one as the number 2 seed, Albany the number 5 seed. They came into this a 3-0 lead going into the fourth, but that was a tough inning for Albany, or for Foley to say the least. They gave up 6 runs, only 1 hit, and 1 hit batted in a run. Otherwise, 5 runs came from hit by pitches or walks. So it was a tough fourth inning, but for the Falcons, they were able to get 2 back. A new pitcher here for the Huskies. Can't quite see the number. We'll try and get that number for you. I think it's either 17. So the Huskies will have a new pitcher out there on the mound. And that new pitcher looks like it will be number 17, which is Deegan Beck. I'll try and confirm that here. We can't see the full number. Yeah, it's Deegan Beck. So Deegan Beck, the new pitcher for Albany. He comes in for Sunderman, who goes 5 innings. Had 5 runs. Allowed those 5 runs. So now in the bottom of the 6th, and leading off will be the leadoff man, Bryce Gopinski. That one's high and inside for ball 1. Back with the pitch. That's outside for ball 2. Two-0 count, and the pitch on the way. And Gopinski will watch that one for strike 1. That one, that one must have been just low for ball 3. 3 balls to 1 strike for Bryce Gopinski. That one's ball 4. And Gopinski will have the leadoff walk. And again, he's the tying run at first. Now Josiah Peterson. Elliot Allen. I was looking at the wrong roster sheet. Elliot Allen, number 17 for Albany. I'm sure you Foley fans are like, wait, how's Deegan Beck pitching for Albany? Elliot Allen for Albany, it's pitching. Josiah Peterson is at the plate, and Gopinski will steal second, and with that throw down to second getting away, Gopinski will be into third. So a throwing error will allow him to get into third. So Bryce Gopinski stole second, and then a throwing error down to second allows Gopinski to get to third, and a 2-0 count for Josiah Peterson. That one swung on down the third baseline. That's fair, and that's going to tie the game with an RBI single for Josiah Peterson. Right past Gopinski at third, and it reaches left field for an RBI single to tie the game at 6. And that is the sign of a good team there. Foley, they gave up 6 runs in the fourth, but they have slowly worked back, never panicked in this one, and now have tied the game at 6 apiece. Now Brett Leach to the plate That one's inside to him for ball 1. So a big RBI single there by Josiah Peterson. Pitch is in there for strike 1 to Brett Leach. So again, Elliott Allen pitching now for the Albany Huskies. One of these many seniors, Leach. That one swung on and hit out towards center. Center fielder is on it, grabs it for out number 1. That'll be 1 out, and Reed Hermanson will make his way to the plate for the Falcons. Josiah Peterson on first. Got that RBI single to tie us at 6. Hermanson and Emmerich will need a couple base hits to try and to take the lead back. A swing and miss there by Hermanson. Again, many seniors on this Foley roster. Hermanson, one of the juniors. 0-1 count for Hermanson. That one's low for ball 1. Good eye there by Reed Hermanson. Bottom of the 6th, we are tied at 6 apiece. Foley has done work in each inning to get to 6. It was 1 inning for Albany for them to get 6 runs. Pitch here. That one swung on and fouled. Out of play. Peterson with a good jump there, but he'll have to make his way back to first. As now Reed Hermanson has a 1-2 count and 1 down. And here's the pitch. Inside, ball 2. 2-2 count now for Reed Hermanson. There's an RBI single in this game. And in the game last week against Melrose for him, he was 2 for 3 with an RBI in that one as well. This one's inside for ball 3, and Peterson is safe at second. So a steal for Josiah Peterson, and now it's a strikeout though for Hermanson as he went down looking. 2 down, Trey Emmerich to the plate. Go ahead run is over there at second, and you can bet they'll try and get him to third in any way they can, but you don't want him to be the third out either, trying to steal. Oh, that one going to hit Emmerich. And that's the second hit by pitch for Albany tonight. First one came back in the first inning. That's okay. 1-2. First and second have base runners, and now Derek Dahman to the plate. Derek Dahman, one of the seniors, many seniors. He's also a very good football player for this team. Got the go-ahead run at second. Base hit here might score him. Oh, swing and a miss. That was outside. That one for Dahman, I think, got to lay off of there. Got to be making sure you're swinging at good pitches if you're Foley. And 2 down, but a chance to retake the lead and then finish it in the 7th. 0-1 for Dahman, swings and fouls this one off into foul territory, and that one's in fact going to go out of play. So now for Dahman, 0-2, and he's got to be careful because now Elliott Allen has a lot that he can work with. 0-2, and for Dahman, a senior, I'm going to come up big here. Here's the pitch. That one's low, and Dahman will lay off. So now a 1-2 count for Derek Dahman. Allen with the pitch. And Dahman will keep himself alive, fouling that one back out of play. That's a smart hit there by Dahman, just keeping himself alive. Don't want to leave a strike ball call to chance as he fouls that one off. 1-2 count again, and time called. Time called there, and we're back to it. 1-2 count for Dahman. 2 down runners at first and second. Allen with the pitch. That one's low for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now for Dahman as that one bounced to the catcher for Albany, Owen Carlson. 2-2 pitch on the way. And that one, an easy pop, but that one's going to luckily get down for the Falcons in foul territory. So for Dahman, he'll get to go back to the plate and do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Go-ahead run is at second. And again, this would be big if they could cross that runner, because then they could try and finish the game in the top of the 7th, and they'd face the bottom of the order, not the last 3, but 5, 6, or 6, 7, 8, excuse me, for Foley. Another foul there by Dahman, and we'll do it again. 2-2 count. Pitch is on the way. That one's low. And that'll run the count full. A battle here between Dahman and Elliott Allen. And Dahman is trying to reach, but he's also trying to drive in a run, take the lead. And here's the full count pitch. Inside for ball. Oh! Strike 3 call on the inside part of the plate, and Dahman going to go down looking. That's a tough one for Dahman to go down on. They will strand 2 off of the 1 hit, so Dahman will go down looking. And that's a tough one there for Dahman. But the Falcons do tie it up here in the bottom of the 6th. And we'll move to the top of the 7th. We're tied at 6 apiece here at Dick Putz Field in St. Cloud in this Section 6AA semifinal game between the Foley Falcons and the Albany Huskies. Back after a word from our fine sponsors here on KBEK.
There's just nothing like being on the water, especially on a pontoon. Pine Toon Rental in Pine City has your next outing. Spend the day on the water in style with this 20-footer that holds up to 9 passengers. Whether you want to fish or just float, take the river, take the lake. But you've got to reserve your pontoon first. Visit PineToonRental.com. PineToonRental.com.
Okay, let's get started. Counselor, give me your case.
Your Honor, I represent the kids on summer vacation. The kids that did their homework all year. Well, mostly. The kids that ate their veggies. Looked out for their little sisters and brothers. And took out the trash when Dad was gone fishing. Your Honor, these kids deserve some fun this summer. Like train rides, cheeseburgers, movies, whitewater rafting, or the rodeo. Fun for crying out loud. I present Exhibit A.
This week, get 18 holes of golf with a cart at Springbrook Golf Course in Mora for only $24. Case closed.
Order in the court.
WCMP deals. Visit WCMPradio.com/deals.
Yeah, be sure to check out that deals page. We got a bunch of deals over there each and every day, and if they're not stocked, we'll check back the next day. They could be restocked. Top of the 7th here in this section semifinal, and we'll see the leadoff man, Elliott Allen. And now a 1-1 count for Elliott Allen after the first pitch was in there, a strike. This one a ball, and now the next pitch on the way from Josiah Peterson, a check swing there by Allen, but he will get a piece of it with his bat and foul it off. So only 1-2 count. Again, the 6, 7, 8 batters due up for Albany. Peterson with this one, swung on and missed. Round number 1. Swing and a miss there by Elliott Allen, and now Drew Cramlett to the plate. And if you're Foley, it is key here to get these 3 outs right away, because your offense has seemingly gotten on rhythm. That one fouled back. And my goodness, that was near some spectators. They appear to be okay, but they certainly got a scare. And this next one swung and missed by Drew Cramlett, so 0-2 here. Peterson with the pitch. And Cramlett got a piece of it. And that'll keep the count 0-2. And they'll get the ball back here to Peterson. Here's the 0-2. In there for strike 3. And Cramlett will go down looking. 2 up, 2 down. And now to the plates, Landon Vogel. No, now they'll have a pinch hitter for Vogel. That'll be number 15. That'll be Nicholas Murdan. So Nick Murden to the plate. Pinch hitting for Landon Vogel. 2 down. Foley trying to finish this game. All they would need is 1 run in the bottom of the 7th, but the way this game's going, the 7th does not appear to be the final inning. It does look like we could go extra the way this one is gone. So Nick Murdan to the plate. Here's the pitch from Peterson. That one's just high for ball 1. Next pitch is swung on and missed, and Josiah Pearson again. He works pretty quickly there on the mound. He's got a quick pace to him. Doesn't take a bunch of time in between pitches, and here's the 1-1. That one's in there for strike 2. So now a 1-2 count for Murdan. And Peterson already with the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swinging and a miss, and that'll be out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Huskies, and now it's all up to the Falcons. Can they get the 1 run they need to end the game and punch their ticket to the championship? It'll be the 7, 8, 9 batters due up for Foley. Here we go. Again, in a game in which the 7th does not appear to be the final inning. We'll have to wait and see, though. Foley will be up to bat here in the bottom of the 7th. Back after word from our fine sponsors here on KBK.
When aches and pains are interfering with your daily life, Wellia Health wants to help. The sports medicine team at Wellia Health is here to help you get back to the things you love. Wellia Health has a highly skilled sports medicine team with a wide range of experiences. They are also experts in concussion management, a concern for young athletes and adults alike. No matter the injury, get back in the game with an appointment at Wellia Health. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through your MyChart account, welliahealth.org.
Interested in raising funds for your school or organization? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is now participating in cheese fundraisers. Raise funds by selling cheese to your friends and family and supporting our local farmers. Please call us at 715-689-2053 to find out more.
Back here on KBK, bottom of the 7th. It's Jaden Enerson to the plate. Falcons need only 1 run to punch their ticket to this section championship game. But again, in the way this game has gone, it does appear we're in for extra innings as, that one in there for strike 1. Enerson went down looking back in the 5th, and one that he was certainly frustrated with, one he certainly felt like he should have been swinging on. And he maybe got a chance for redemption here. That one inside. I don't know if he was trying to extend his hand to try and make it hit him or what, but he almost felt that ball go by with his left hand. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And Anderson, that one swung out to left field. That one's going to get by the left fielder, and that's going to get down for a base hit. That's going to be more than 1 for Anderson. He's going to glide into second with a leadoff double. And oh my goodness, Anderson with a big smack into left for a leadoff double. Wow, that left fielder was fooled by that one. That one, I don't know, he just did not see that one all the way. And Anderson with the leadoff double for the Falcons. And now they will have a pinch runner out there at second for him. That's going to be Keegan Risby, the junior. And now it does appear that Jace Molitor will be back to the plate. Runner on second with the leadoff double from Anderson. Now a mound visit for Elliott Allen as nobody out, and that game-winning run is at second. My goodness. Jaden Enerson, we talked about it, him going to the plate looking for redemption after he went down looking back in the fifth, and what probably he should have been swinging on probably would have been a hit that probably would have scored a run, which would have been the game-tying run, and he didn't. He went down looking, and I talked about it. He's just looking for some redemption, and he certainly got it there. A leadoff double. I mean, that was a loud one, and it beat the left fielder. Again, the left fielder got confused there, just got fooled. So Enerson, the leadoff double. Jace Molitor now to the plate. And that is the game-winning run on second. Again, they've got the pinch runner there in Keegan Frisbee. So Falcons trying to finish this game off. Jace Molitor will be the next batter to the plate for Foley. I don't know about Keegan Frisbee's speed, but I'm assuming he's got to have some if they pinch run him. So a base hit could possibly end us. A bunt there to get that runner at third. Perfectly bunt. That is a perfectly laid down bunt by Jace Molitor. So now the runner at third. Alex Jennison to the plate. So Jennison will go talk with the third base coach and just kind of talk about what to do here. Jennison will work into the left-handed batter's box. That leadoff runner at third. So Albany looking for the bunt. That one's going to be high for ball one to Jennison. And if they can get this run across, that will end the game, and Foley will be headed to the section championship. That one's in there for strike one. 1-1 count for Jennison. Albany infield expecting a bunt here from Jennison. Jennison hasn't showed yet. 1-1 pitch on the way. And there's the bunt, and it's foul. That bunt goes foul, and now to be a 1-2 count for Jennison. That pinch runner at third has to make his way back. So Jennison will have a 1-2 count. Game-winning run at third. Elliott Allen on the mound. Albany infield still expecting the bunt. Here's the pitch. Jennison swings and misses. And as I mentioned before, this game, the way it's gone, we might not be done in the seventh. But now, Bryce Gopinski, can he come up with the biggest hit of the night? And they're going to send him to one. Yeah, they're not going to let him at the plate. They're going to send Gopinski to first, which I don't know if Peterson is. Oh, they're going to send both of them. Wow. They're going to walk them both. So now there's an out at any bag, which I understand, but Brett Leach, he's had a RBI here in this game, and in the last game against Melrose, had a sac fly. Now, he can't get a sac fly here, but bases loaded and a base hit wins the game. So can't get a bunt here for Foley. That one's inside for ball one. And again, the way this one's gone, I just don't know if we're going to be done here in the seventh. Bases loaded. Foley with the chance to win it. Go ahead runs at third. He got the bases loaded, 2 down, though. Jennison swung and missed at one. That one's in there for strike one. Brett Leach at the plate. Now Leach shook his head there a little bit on that one. Not sure if he thought maybe that one was a little bit outside or if he thought he should have swung, but 1-1 count now for him. Man, could we be headed for extra? Certainly appears that way. Leach that one out towards right field, and it's down, and the Falcons will have the walk-off RBI single from Brett Leach. And Brett Leach will win it for the Falcons. So the Falcons win it with the walk-off single from Brett Leach. And the Falcons have punched their ticket to the Section 6AA championship game. What a game it was, but the Falcons come out on top with the walk-off single by Brett Leach. And the Falcons are headed to the Section championship game on Thursday. We'll take a commercial break. We'll be back to recap this extremely fun one here on Nice 95.5 KBK. The Falcons win it 7-6.
24/7, 365. We've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. You probably know your Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 is easy to find, very clean, the staff is always friendly, and is open 24/7, 365. But did you know we do propane fills, have a brand new EV charging station, and a dog walking area? So if you need a hot cup of coffee, the tank topped off, or a jug of milk on the way home, we got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15. He's going to high step into the end zone. Touchdown! Slips one, slips a second, able to get away for Sluka. Back underneath, far side, and a goal to the lane, and just gets the roll. Wow.
Pine City, Mora, Hinkley Finlayson, East Central, Branham, Rush City, Malacca, North Branch. Find out who's playing next at WCMPradio.com.
Arrowhead Transit plays a pivotal role in bolstering the communities it serves. By providing accessible and reliable transportation, they ensure essential travel for work, education, and healthcare. Arrowhead Transit is customer-centric, continuously evolving to meet the needs of the community with initiatives like community outreach programs, job fairs, and educational workshops and more. Arrowhead Transit is more than just a transportation service. It is a vital part of the communities it supports. Your connection, your community. Arrowhead Transit. Your ride.
Back here on KBK 95.5 FM, the Falcons get the victory with the walk-off from Brett Leach, 7-6 in the bottom of the 7th, and the Falcons have punched their ticket to the section championship game, which will take place here on Thursday at 4:30. What a game here in this one. It was a fun one between these two teams, but the Falcons will come out on top. 7-6. Man, what a fun game. And for the Falcons, 3 2/3 innings from Trey Emmerich. Allowed those 4 runs in the 4th. And then Dahman came in. He allowed 1. And then Peterson came in. He allowed 1 as well. But he finished off the last 3 1/3. 5 strikeouts, no hits, no walks. No hit by pitches. And the Falcons will move on to face off against someone on Thursday at 4:30. So Brett Leach, easily our player of the game. He hit that walk-off to give them the victory here in this one. Taking a look at the bracket again, the Falcons will play on Thursday in the championship game of the section at 4:30. They will play against someone. They could play again against Albany, because Albany will play the winner of Piers and St. Cloud Cathedral. So Foley could face any one of those 3 teams. Funny enough, they're conference teams. So it'll be interesting to see. There'll be teams that Foley has faced off against before, but what an interesting game it would be if Albany got here and they played for a 4th time. That would be a fun one. But for this one, the Falcons get the victory 7-6 over Albany with the walk-off from Brett Leach, and they will be headed to the section championship on Thursday at 4:30. They'll only need to win 1 game there to punch their ticket back to the state tournament. For Nice 95.5 FM KBK, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. I want to thank all of you who tuned into this game. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. You give me a job to do. Thanks to all of our fine sponsors sponsoring this and every other broadcast that we do. If it weren't for them, well, we won't be able to come out here cover any of these games, so I appreciate them. Also, remember to stay tuned to our morning shows on this very station, KBK 95.5 FM with Rock and Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. Then over on 100.9 FM with Josh Ramirez at 7:45 and 8:45 for your local sports updates. Of course, we'll talk this game, all the other games in our local listening area, plus regional and national sports as well. Plus, stay tuned to our websites, WCMPradio.com, KBK.com, our socials, our Facebook pages, and our Twitter at WCMPradio for all things local sports. Breaking news, LOI signings, broken records, coaches retiring, new coaches being hired, just interviews, everything like that, all there. Again, the final in this one, 7-6. Brett Leach with the game-winning hit for the victory for the Foley Falcons, who will play in the section championship game on Thursday against one of three teams, Albany, St. Cloud Cathedral, or Pierce. Stay tuned to us. We'll let you know who they're playing. So that'll do it for us here in this one. The Falcons get the victory on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard with a walk-off from Brett Leach, 7-6. For Nice 95.5 FM, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night.